One of my most asked questions on my videos is how much it costs to feed my 4 dogs raw food every single month, so let's get into it. My dog's raw food is from Darwin, so you're gonna go to darwinspet.com. You can type in your dog's name, and if you have a cat or a dog, male or female, and their breed. Choose their ideal weight, which means if they're overweight and you want them to lose a few pounds, put that number in. And activity level, I always do very active because my dogs are. Stage of life, and if they have any allergies. And if they have any specific issues. Their birthday, just because. And then it gives you to add another pet if you do have a multi-pet household. And now just repeating the same process with my 3 dogs to see what the total would be. So it comes out to about 43 pounds a week. I will say my dogs sometimes eat between 50 and 60 because they have a very high activity level. But as a basic estimate, it would be $350 a week for their premium line or $284 a week for their value line. When you first start with Darwin's, you get this insane discount of 10 pounds for only $14.95. You can use code TStarch to do that. But all in all, for that amount of food that they estimated, it would be $700 every 2 weeks or $1,400 a month. Currently, my dogs switch between the beef and the lamb patties, and lamb is a little bit more expensive, so I would say the monthly cost actually comes out to be about $1,600. Let me know your thoughts on how much it costs. I also wanted to go over the cost difference between the proteins and the different lines that they have. So you can see the chicken is $4.19 a package, and a package means 4 patties, which is 2 pounds. The duck is a little pricier at $19.44 a package. Turkey is $15.66. Beef is $17.11. And lamb, which is the most expensive, is $23.20 a package. And they just added a new recipe of chicken and beef combined. It is much more affordable at $13.55 a package. The value line is even more affordable. We got chicken at $11.27 a package, turkey at $12.49. Beef at $14.16 and chicken and beef at $11.01. That is the most affordable, and it's great because you get a combination of chicken and beef. But I do know a lot of dogs are allergic to chicken, so it's kind of hit or miss. You can see that they don't have the duck or the lamb on their value lines because those are more expensive proteins. So it's basically just what your dog is allergic to, what they prefer to eat, and what you were willing to spend. And I almost forgot that Darwin's makes these custom formulas if your dog is going through a specific illness and needs very specific dietary restrictions or additives. So they have something for kidney support, liver support, cancer support, and joint and musculoskeletal support. So if you have a dog that needs a really high protein, low carb diet, or maybe specific vegetables don't work, Darwin's makes these formulas just for you. And Darwin's provides a ton of resources on their website and commonly asked questions if you want to know anything further about raw food. Not to mention, you can call or send an email for a consultation on what food would be right for your dog. It's totally fine to go with the value line. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just going to be the equivalent of going to the grocery store and buying organic versus non-organic. But it's much better for your dog to eat any raw versus no raw. I love Darwin's because they are sustainably sourced, they actually care where the protein comes from, and it is truly, truly quality. Most people aren't a psychopath like me and have 4 large dogs, so raw can be much more affordable than it is for my monthly spend. And it's totally understandable if you can't fully feed raw because it can be pricier than your average kibble, but what you can do is if you can just put a little bit of raw on their kibble, you will see amazing changes in their health, their energy levels, and not to mention their poops will be smaller. If you have any other questions about raw feeding, please let me know in the comments. I would love to answer them. And I will say, raw has changed my dog's life and I will never go back.